Welcome to Nerds, Geeks in the Kitchen Sink. It's the podcast that's like hanging out at the video store.
I mean, if I didn't interrupt you at least once in a
Okay.
while,
Yeah, okay.
people would not get used to it.
That's true. We'd sound like a real podcast, and we don't
I
want
know,
that.
right? We don't want that. We don't
No.
want that at all. How
But
you
we
doing, DK?
we do need to tell people that I'm DK, one of your hosts,
Okay, all right.
and
And
you're
I'm
Chris.
Chris, your other host. Yes.
Improve if you feel like it.
Chaos if you like.
Chaos if you like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Were you adding that?
I just,
Improve
it
if you
kind of
feel like
sounds
it.
good, doesn't it?
Chaos if you like it. What do you
Hello,
think
you
about it?
beautiful bastards out there in drunk podcast and YouTube land.
Where is this coming from?
I don't know. It's been a long week, damn it.
Okay. Fair. I mean, and it has. It certainly has. What have you been up to? What have you been doing?
Actually, just running around in town, and Isabella's home for Easter break, so
Nice.
went to ball game over this last week, and then
We talking about baseball?
baseball.
Who
Baseball
was
been
this?
very, very good to me.
What?
Oh, it was Mizzou.
Mizzou.
Played Illinois,
I figured. Yeah.
so and Isabella with her sports thing, we went down to St. Louis too because they played over there, so.
Cool.
And she has a job for the summer for the Gateway Grizzlies, which is a minor league baseball team, so that'll be cool.
Awesome. Hey, that's really cool. Getting to be around the stuff she likes.
So far,
Yeah.
we'll see.
That's awesome. Well, I'm the victim of a sleepover last night.
Oh boy.
So it wasn't too bad, but
Sleep deprivation.
there's a little bit of that. For some reason, I think maybe an extra person in the house, the animals were losing their minds. So there was some strangeness with the animals, fights and stuff. But then at about 3:45 this morning, there was a really loud crashing sound right next to the bed.
Oh,
I couldn't figure out what it was. And my wife is like, "What was that? What? I don't know. I forgot what she said." But I'm like, "What? What was that?" It turns out that I was trying to roll over in bed, and I just totally flipped the bedside table, just like
yeah.
at the wall, just like I don't know why, but in my sleep, I guess I turned and like was pivoting off of like the side of it, and I just whipped it at the wall. So my phone, my lamp, everything just went crashing down.
Nice.
And I was the one that was the most confused.
Right. Well, I mean, let's be honest, that's generally what happens, so.
I was just like, what happened here? So that was weird. Yeah. Yeah. Took the kids to play some pickleball last night. That was pretty fun.
Okay. All right.
I played a little Game Boy while they were playing, and then I was like, all right, it's getting cold, let's go. And they're like, well, why don't you play with us for a while? We bet we could beat you. And then Chris, I beat two 13 to 14-year-olds badly in pickleball. I just want to publicly...
yeah, you know what? You have to do that every once in a while.
I just want to publicly say that I destroyed these children. It wouldn't have been so bad, but they were talking such trash on me, and I'm like,
Right.
okay,
Got that?
we'll see.
Got that little Federer whip every
Oh,
once in a
man.
while with that.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good, I gotta say.
I mean, you love your kids. You teach them almost everything you know, because someday they'll challenge you, and you have to at least whip their ass. I
Yep.
mean, it happens that way. It's
They gotta
destiny.
learn. They gotta learn
They
these
gotta learn.
lessons.
They gotta learn. You know. Until about a year ago, Logan every once in a while had to get a little lippy and mess around and,
Find out.
find it out, and he learned quickly.
Yeah.
I may be old and fat, but I can still take his ass out pretty quick.
So yeah, that was fun. And then just another Zora news. She's been playing Half-Life 2. We've been playing
okay.
it. We've been playing it together.
Yeah.
I mean, she's the one doing it. I'm just watching and giving her
Right.
advice. But like, it's so fun to see her figuring out, because I forget how much that game is just a series of like physics puzzles mixed with shooting.
Right.
And so like, it's so fun to see her like figure it out for the first time. I wish I could experience that again. But like,
Yeah.
she finds that you can pick things up and the physics are there, and then she's working the like there's that hanging alien thing, the tongue, that if you bump the tongue it like lifts you up and eats you. She finds out that if you feed it a barrel, an explosive barrel, and then shoot the barrel, it eats it and then blows up. Like she's figuring all these things out, and it's very fun to watch her little brain work. She got to the part with the fan boat and her eyes just lit up. It was really fun. So she's made it a couple a ways in. Let's for sure. I'm hoping she finishes it, because this has been a blast. I've been loving that.
I mean, and still having to move your memory card from one slot to another, Metal Gear Solid kind of thing. But yeah, no.
Yeah. She played that game a little bit when she was a kid. And the other day, she's like, "Did I beat that?" And I'm like, "No,
No.
you did not beat that.
No.
You did not even come close." But I'm glad you played it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Some B movies, some things I've watched. Nothing crazy. I did want to get it out of the way though.
Go for it.
Let me pull up. I have a small list here. Nothing crazy. Click the wrong button.
Well,
You'd think I would have this ready.
It's, no one would expect us to be organized or.
I hope not. I really hope not.
I mean, after all this time, we've kind of established that, so.
Yeah. Okay. Do you remember the TV show Forever Night?
Yes,
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
No, I do have a little fun fact.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember that when that show first started, it was a different actor for the pilot?
This is what I'm talking to you about right now.
Okay, awesome.
I watched. The movie is just called Nick Knight. It's from 1989. Mm-hmm. It's essentially the pilot,
right?
So Nick Knight is played by Rick Springfield.
Yeah.
Listen, I kind of had fun with this. It's like, it feels a little bit like Lost Boys meets like a cop show, basically. But it's like the types of vampires and sort of storylines and things like from Lost Boys. With some ridiculous, like when they turn into vampires, the makeup effects happen.
Right.
Like pre-Buffy sort of. I mean,
Yeah.
it's very much Lost Boys, if you ask me. But
yeah.
So yeah, there's like the made-for-TV movie pilot, and I had fun watching it. Quite a bit, actually.
I remember it quite well, so
Yeah.
that's ironic that that's where you were going when I had that in mind.
You knew. You already knew.
And the one thing with that, the Forever Night, with that movie, it kind of reminded me of like an older, like obviously TV series, but like with the way they set the premise up of it, like the Highlander TV series.
Yes. I can totally see that.
It had that feel to it.
Yep. It has like a legendary sort of feel to it. Like, hard to explain that, but it does have that. Like, it's modern, but it has all this history stuff that you're dealing with.
Right. And it's kind of the bad guy of the week.
Yeah.
A lot of times of it. So.
For sure. Yeah. So anyway, if people don't know that show or the movie, pretty fun.
Oh, absolutely go see it.
Pretty fun. Yeah.
It's fun.
I mean, like, I'm not going to sit here and say it was incredible, but it was like a fun watch. It was a fun watch.
It's no Manimal, but,
No, it's not. I watched a couple of Giallos. I watched Trauma, and I watched The Strange Vice of Mrs. Ward, which I liked both of those quite a bit. I'm not going to go into them too much, but Strange Vice of Mrs. Ward was excellent, really good. And then Trauma was weird because it's an American Giallo.
Okay.
It's weird. It's really weird. So it's like the entire team making it, roughly, is Italian guys. But it is filmed in America.
Okay.
It has some people you might recognize. Piper Laurie is in it. Brad Dourif is in it. A couple other people. I think actually somebody from the Forever Night movie was in it, which I thought was weird. Like, I didn't do that on purpose. It was just like, hang on, I just saw her. Yeah. So look, it's an Argento movie. You know what you're getting. but it was weird. It was a weird movie. It has a vibe like I don't know what else has that, like, because it feels American, but it's very much has the sensibility of an Italian giallo movie. And then The Strange Vice of Mrs. Ward is an awesome giallo. It's a classic. And what I really like about it is the twist is really, really good. The twist is like a multiple twist on a twist on a twist. Definitely recommend that one. If you are at all into mystery or giallo, it is like Italian Hitchcock, but sleazy. Pretty good. I have to say it's pretty good. And then the last thing I watched was With Murder in Mind, which was pretty recent. When I say recent, I mean 1992. But it has Elizabeth Montgomery in it.
Okay.
And it's basically like this woman identifies her attacker. She's shot, but she survives. And then it's based on a real life story where she finds out that the guy that shot her is a cop. Or at least she thinks that it's him. But there's some, hey, is he or isn't he the real guy? Is she misidentifying him? And it's based on a real life thing that happened. So, anyway,
I'm just kind of
those down.
Yeah.
It wasn't wonderful, but it was a TV movie that I watched. You know, I'm just reporting. That's all. I'm just reporting. I would definitely recommend the giallos more for sure, or even for Nick Knight was so much more fun. Don't watch With Murder in Mind.
No.
So yeah. Anyway, that's really all I've been watching movie wise. I have been watching the British TV show Last One Laughing.
Okay. Yes, I seen that mentioned in the Discord.
In the Discord. Listen, I love Taskmaster, and there's a lot of crossover between this and Taskmaster. A lot of the same people. Some of the funniest people in British comedy are all put in a room together, and they are told, if you laugh, you're out. But also, you need to make each other laugh.
Right.
And so it is a game of nerves and weaponized comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And there are some moments in this season that are astoundingly funny. And you don't need to watch the first season first. I mean,
right.
There's no continuity whatsoever. It's essentially a game show. Man, there was one thing. The thing I posted in the Discord. I don't know if you did watch that, but it had me crying. I was gasping for breath. It's so stupid. I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's so stupid. But like, within the context of the show, it's like deadly comedy. It's really funny. So anyway, that's pretty much what I've been doing.
It reminded me, you were talking with Giallo and some of the newer movies. Have you ever seen the one from a couple of years ago, It Lives Inside? It's not a Giallo movie, but...
the name, I know let me look. I don't think I have. It Lives Inside. I don't think I did. No, I didn't see that one yet.
Okay. I started it, but I didn't get to finish it because I had to leave. It's pretty interesting, and I saw an interview with the woman that's the director, and she's like a huge Giallo fan.
Oh, cool.
So, I mean, it's kind of, I could tell from the beginning it really kind of had some of those aspects to it.
Hey, I like that.
So I'll have to finish it and watch it next time.
Let me know if it's any good. Yeah. Where was that, Shudder?
Yeah.
Fair enough. I've been a little mad at them since they canceled Joe Bob.
Well, I know.
Still a great service. I like what they have, but Joe Bob is my boy. So,
Yeah. I get it. Oh, believe me, I get it. So, but they, sometimes unfortunately business takes precedence.
Yep. And I think they did have some different, I think they had a change in leadership.
Management.
Yeah. So, it could be part of it. Sad.
I do have one thing that I've been reading. Because when I take the mirror off, the screen screws me up. So I'm going to flip this back
Okay.
so people can actually read this. But
The Sworn Sword.
this will be the second season of Knights of the Seven Kingdom.
So he's coming out of the water there. Isn't that going to rust his armor?
Well, I mean, he's pretty tall, so he can probably walk above it.
Well, how is it so far?
Oh, I mean, the art is phenomenal. I mean,
It comes from an actual story, though, right?
Yes.
This is an adaptation.
This is the comic adaptation
Okay.
for the second from the Sworn Sword, which is the actual second chapter of that
Right.
is the little vignettes.
Very cool.
So, but really good, and I can't wait. And this one will not have as much kind of action unless they do a few things that I think they may. But
They'll figure out
you
how
know,
to get the boobs and the guts in there. Don't worry
and
about it.
and I like there's plenty of battle. It's just not quite as I don't know how you want to. Dunk is like Matt Murdock for the fact that he'll fight, he'll usually win, but he always gets his ass kind of kicked in the process.
Sure, I love that.
And being bandaged and beat up but yeah, I mean, I can't wait for next season, which unlike some of the other stuff is only taken a year to create.
That's awesome.
So we're gonna get one every year for at least the next few years.
Excellent. Excellent.
And speaking of shows that are taking forever, in between seasons, One Piece. I don't know if you've seen any of it.
I have not, but I know it's very effects heavy.
It is very effects heavy and it's very anime over the top.
Yeah.
But believe it or not, this is probably the best adaptation to live action from anime because they actually aren't afraid to lean into the zany and over the top.
Sure. I've heard it's good.
So,
I have heard it's good.
And it's really good.
I know Zora watched it.
Zora has watched
Zora
it.
watched it, yeah.
Didn't she like it?
Yeah, she liked it. She's definitely liked it.
I was gonna say if she hasn't, I would definitely suggest.
Yeah, she really liked it.
But I'm about halfway through the second season, which is really good. So
That's great to hear.
But yeah, if you want something fun that's episodic and it's almost there's only been one or two. The basic theme of the whole season kind of runs through, but each episode is kind of its own adventure.
Right.
So, if you haven't seen it, go out, do it,
Very cool.
or stay on your couch because it's on Netflix.
Yeah, I'm not going out anywhere for this. Forget that.
But have you watched Daredevil yet?
The Red Evil?
The Red Evil?
The Red Evil.
Which is it? He ain't the Red Evil this year.
He seems to be more and more okay with murder, so...
Well, but he's also the Black Evil.
Oh, yes! Oh, man. Are we talking about this now?
We're talking about it now.
Okay.
Let's go.
I'm stoked. I'm stoked about this season. I think right away you can tell that this season is going to be more cohesive than the last season. Last season I did not.
I was saying we know all the turmoil last season.
I had some problems even with the very first episode of the first season.
It was that whole thing was kind of a Frankenstein season between the writers that got shit canned and the new ones that are on this.
Yep. So that being said, it seems like they have course corrected. And I mean, this is only one episode in.
Right.
And look, I'm going to be giving spoilers, so if you haven't watched it yet, please, to get out of here. But number one, if you're not sure, I would say go for it if you like the original show.
Now, you do know the original stunt team is back from the Netflix.
Yes, and it is already apparent, I think.
Obvious. Yeah, it's very obvious.
I love the way he is now. They've done this a few times where Daredevil's presence is announced by something flying from off screen
Yes.
and hitting a guy in the face.
But honestly, that's from the comic.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah.
straight out. Usually it's either his foot coming out of nowhere,
Yeah, or the
that
baton.
surprise, or the
Yeah.
baton, or a cue ball, or,
Yes. Exactly. I like the way it started. It was funny because it showed the bridge and the ship, and I'm like, oh, Solid Snake's on there. He's going to jump onto that tanker, and then it's going to sink. And I was so right about everything except for Solid Snake.
right.
It is Metal Gear Solid 2 at the beginning, except instead of Metal Gear, it's a different type of weapon.
The only thing he didn't have was a cardboard box to hide in.
But the fights are good. Man, I love that we have these established characters in this established world,
Right.
and now their only goal is to be like, what's the best story we can tell?
Right.
We don't need to set anything new up. I mean,
No.
they will, but like we don't need a bunch of new characters. I mean, yeah, there's a new villain, and he's really good, by the way, so far. But yeah, it's like we just get to play with these toys that we have and that we love, and see what we can make them do. And I'm really excited. The fights were good. I like what seems to be happening with the psychiatrist.
Mm-hmm.
I like seeing Karen and Matt getting things done. That feels
Yeah.
good. I like the little reveal at the end that a previous villain might be. I'm not going to call him a hero because he's a murderous psycho, but
Right.
he thinks he's fighting on the right side anyway.
Right.
But yeah, so yeah, and then all the Kingpin stuff. Man, I just can't wait to see what happens.
I am so, and I hope it pays off well. I am so intrigued with Matthew Lillard's Mr. Charles,
Yeah,
and the fact that they made the connect, and they give these little hints. I mean, I liked Thunderbolts. I wasn't, over the moon with it,
yeah,
but
it was fun.
I liked it. It was fun, but gave that little connection that we know now. It's relative.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
sure.
With him on the phone and for him just saying with Valentina, yes, Miss Allegra. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. That was kind of
Miss
subtle, but I liked
Fontaine,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and the way they like change their tune immediately after they get that
Right.
phone call.
Right.
Yes, that was
And
awesome.
and that perfect personality of, I'm just walking in the room. I mean, and it's a stereotype of, somebody who's like CIA or, something like that, then he's walking in and it's like,
He's clearly
yeah.
out of his mind.
right, yeah. But he also knows that they are out of his league.
100%.
Or
He's out of their
he
league.
is out. He's
Yeah.
out of their league.
For sure. Yeah, I really liked it. I can't wait to see what that character does. I noticed a very much increase in the swears. There were like 11 or 12 fucks in the episode.
Yeah.
I was counting. Which I'm like, hey, cool. Make Daredevil more gritty. Make Daredevil. I like that they're not afraid to, and like a dude gets his arm broken very badly.
Yes.
There was some really good like gore and stuff too. So I thought it was a hell of a start. And I think,
Right.
and it's funny because the review, like I read like a preview,
Mm-hmm.
and it just said the show's beginning is its weakest part, and it just rises, and by the end,
I mean,
it's
if
crazy.
that's the case, then yeah.
I don't want to hype it up too much, but
No.
if that's the case, holy crap, I am strapped in, ready
right.
to go. I got a reason to look forward to Tuesdays now.
Yeah. I mean, all the people that I watch and listen to that have a lot of my same kind of when it comes to all the all the stuff that's out kind of has my same mentality on it. Prove that you're actually going to do something good.
Yeah,
Same with have had rave reviews on this. So I mean that's just a good step forward, honestly, compared to last year. Last
for
year,
sure.
last season, it had some good moments, but it was so convoluted and
Sure.
pieced together, and you could tell it's so bad. But I know there was a night nurse reference.
Oh, I
I
don't think
think,
I caught it.
yeah, just and not really by her name, but the hospital
Oh,
and talking
okay.
about, so we get her back. We know
That would be
Kristen
cool.
Ritter's obviously in
Yes.
this. I've heard interviews with Mike Coulter, and
I've
he's
read
kind
that
of
he said
hinted.
I would come back if they asked me.
Right, right.
Yeah. Look, I like him as Luke Cage. We don't need to
I
replace
did
him.
too. I did too.
I think he's wonderful. And I think Luke Cage did not get nearly enough. Like, if we have Daredevil going this much and this good, like, just let that same team do Luke Cage. I mean, like, really,
Right.
I don't just switch off and make him one
I
show.
I
Well,
loved the first season. I wasn't as enamored on the second season
I think
of
they
Luke
picked the wrong
Cage.
villain in the second
Yeah,
season.
I think they did too.
I think that's what happened. But I have no issue with him. I think he's like a great choice.
Yeah.
I really like the character when he just listens to Wu Tang Clan and kicks his shit out of like a whole building's worth of
Or
people.
just pulls a car door off to use it as a shield.
That's so awesome, man! I love it. So yeah, I would love to see him back. I would love to see the Defenders get another shot.
Right.
I would not mind if Iron Fist never showed up again, or if we
I
just
think I
recast
think
him.
he was a victim of writing. I think he could probably do a decent Iron Fist if they had treated that character better. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, but
The villain was the best part. I've said this before.
yeah,
David Wenham.
hmm
He's the best. Kills a guy with an ice cream scoop. Yeah. So yeah, no, my excitement for Daredevil is pretty high right now. I'm for sure. Um, I don't have much more to say other than bring it on. Let's
yeah,
go.
just
I'm
keep it
ready.
going. Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Now I did see Project Hail Mary,
Oh
which is
yeah.
doing really good, really
Really
good.
would.
Well, more like rock, but
Oh, I get it.
no, I'm kind of just gonna do a spoiler-free review because I know you haven't seen it and
I
you
haven't been
want
able to
to,
yet. No, I've.
and but one, it's doing really well in the box office, and it should. It is. I've read the book. It's a longer movie. I mean, we're talking almost, we're well over 2 hours.
Who directed it?
Oh God.
Somebody I know,
Um,
or
yes. I'm gonna have to look this up real
I
quick.
could look it up while you talk if you
Go
want.
ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Um. Anyway, great story. A lot of it is like right out of the book, and I almost wish, and I know this is me, they got a little more nerdy with the science part because it's it's explained so well in the book. But I know you would be looking at a 3.5 hour movie
Right, right, right.
because some of the things that happen, he has to go through it, and just the basic story plot. There's something going on in the universe, and sons are dying.
Right.
I mean, and this is all in the
That's in the
trailer, so
trailer. I
none of
remember
it's
that. Yeah.
none of it. None of this is really. And he's a well-known scientist, but he's kind of stepped back and he's teaching, kind of thing. He's not this, you know, go up into space kind of guy. Well, he gets convinced to do this because of what's happening. Goes into space and in hibernation. There's a couple of other characters that are on the ship with him. Well, he wakes up and he's the only one alive.
Hmm.
And because of the time of hibernation, he does not remember anything.
Okay.
So a portion of the movie is him trying to regain his memory and with science stuff, and then we get into him remembering what his job is, and then there's a little surprise.
Yeah. A little. Look, it's in the trailer. A little alien
Yeah,
guy,
Rocky.
Rocky. It's directed by Lord and Miller, who I
Yes.
totally knew that.
Yes. And I don't know why.
Is this their redemption for Solo not working out for them?
Well, I'm beginning not to blame them at all for Solo because that was freaking Kathleen Kennedy's
Oh, well,
bullshit.
I'm not saying it was their fault. I'm
Oh,
saying
yeah,
like
no.
they got it taken away from them. I
Oh,
would love
yeah.
to see their vision for Solo.
Oh, I know.
I think everyone
So,
would.
Yeah. But yes, I think as well as this movie is doing, I think this is absolutely redemption.
Awesome.
So, but lots of a lot more comedy than I expected because the book is slightly drier.
Mm-hmm.
There's some emotional parts. I mean,
I think the comedy would help
some-
when you have that kind of drama going on.
right. There's a few, shall we say, like interstellar kind of emotional moments in
Right,
it.
right.
But great movie. I highly recommend it. If you can go see it in the large format theaters, I absolutely suggest go seeing it in Dolby or IMAX. And if you have one of those true IMAX theaters in your area, God, definitely go see it. There.
Wonderful.
So, and this, honestly, between Levy directing and Ryan Gosling's performance in this, and him being, as long as nobody tries fucking it up from, like, the story group, this gives me hope for Starfighter.
Right. Which, is that this year or next year?
Next year.
Okay. Grogu is this year. Grogu is like next month?
Mando and Grogu.
Or is it May?
May, I think.
Okay. Look, I'm going to see it. I think it'll be a fun time in the theater. Let's admit it. It could be fun to see some Star Wars, like low stakes Star Wars. It could be fun. Maybe it'll even be good. We'll see.
I just, from the trailers of Mando and Grogu, it just looks like an extended episode.
Yeah, which, if it's a good one, great. You got me.
If it's season 1, yeah, so...
For sure.
But, yeah, that's that. I think it's May. It's either the end of April or May. I can't remember. But we also got the poster that Punisher one-shot is coming out in May.
Really soon, yeah. It's like right after Daredevil
12th?
finishes. Yeah.
Which is good, and it even plays into the fact that, my little information of this leading into Punisher, leading into Spider-Man in July.
Yep.
So.
For sure. Well, speaking of the Spider-Man. The trailer for that has appeared.
Yes.
I've only seen it once the day it came out.
Okay.
So I've pretty much forgotten the finer points about it.
Right.
So why don't we check that trailer out together?
Okay. We're going to have a lot of stopping in this one.
That's fine. Let me get that on the screen. And turn it down, because last time it was loud. Okay.
This shot right away, I love. Because at first you don't realize it, but...
Does this imply that his butt has those little hairs on it that he can stick on anything?
I mean, it's kind of... you don't see where his other hand is. So it might be like holding on the...
Maybe it's his hand. Okay, you're right. Yeah. Maybe it's his hand, but from this, it just looks like...
If you look, he's got his heel on the top of the beam there. And his hand may be like kind of holding the edge.
I don't think the feet are doing anything. I think it's the hand, if anything.
Yeah.
But I think it's his hairy spider ass that's doing it.
I mean, hey. He's male and he's human. He's got some hair on his ass.
Okay.
See?
His hands were there.
Okay.
His hands were there. I'm sorry.
All right.
He could still have a hairy spider ass.
I mean,
MIT! MJ, come on. Pretend like you're not the happiest you've ever been in your entire life.
Okay, so we know this takes place after No Way Home?
4 years. Yeah, No Way Home.
So he's just been doing Spider-Man. His best friends don't know who he is anymore.
Right.
So just in case people don't know that.
I can't.
I knew it!
I love this nod to the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Yep. And this is a cool shot. I know it's like implausible and it doesn't make sense. There wouldn't be that much space between the mask and his eye and all that stuff. I don't care. It's an artistic shot. I think it's cool.
Right.
Hi, my name is Peter Parker.
Now hold on. That's his web.
Right.
His web shooter there.
Right.
Just want to point that out.
Yes.
Peter Parker.
That'll pertinent to later.
You don't remember me, but we used to know each other. Something bad was going to happen, and the only way to stop it.
You know, I've seen people sit there and like, oh, Spider-Man having his suit in the washing machine. Dude, he had to make it himself because he no longer had.
How else would he wash it?
Well,
He's not going to
that's
get
what
it
I
dry
mean. It's
cleaned.
Like, yeah.
Come on. That's silly. He got the key to the city.
There you go.
Was to make everyone forget about me. Because
a
I'm
big
not
old
just
key.
Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man.
In the music, I don't know if you caught it, but it's just did a bow 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 Spider-Man.
Yeah, that little like couple of keys in the middle of it. Yeah.
Yep. And he just got hit by a van.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
The hell, Frank? You just hit me with a van!
Quit your whimpering. Suit yourself.
Okay, now go back for just a second.
What do you want to see?
Just before right when he says, "What the hell, Frank?" Okay. Watch, John's lips.
Quit your whimpering.
When he says suit yourself?
Yeah,
Suit yourself.
but like before that quit your whimpering.
Yeah.
The lips did not match
Hmm.
what he said. So
So you think that'll be a different line?
yeah.
Mother.
Go home!
No, I do like because in the series Frank did cuss and stuff, and here they're trying to keep it that
It's
PG
PG-13, guys. Don't worry. Frank
Well,
won't
he
say
did-
fuck.
Well, he can say it once.
Mm-hmm. In
and
a
still be
non-sexual way.
PG-13.
Yes.
Right. Ask Chris Pratt and Star-Lord.
That I really thought that was funny though. I
did
thought
too.
that was absolutely in the right place.
Right. And I have this feeling this will be too.
Yeah.
They're gonna do it once.
You get one.
Yeah.
And sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter Parker.
Interesting that they're all in on showing people drinking.
Right. Well, I did not know this. I did not realize this. Look at the keg.
Green Jackal.
Is that trying to hint on who the big bad is?
You think?
I mean, everything else is pretty much a known alcohol and everything else.
Sure. Yeah, the green. Yeah, that's interesting.
I literally just caught that.
Uh-huh.
And I've heard rumors and just people trying to we get a certain voiceover
Okay.
in this.
I don't know which one you're
And-
talking about.
Well, you'll know
Okay.
when we get there that they are playing that iconic.
Let's
bad
get
guy.
there. Let's get there.
Okay.
Has to do the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter Parker's heart.
There it is
What is
again.
happening to me?
Oh, man. Okay. So, are they saying he's going to be Man-Spider? Okay, he's not going to be Man-Spider. But like they're saying he's evolving into a different form of Spider-Man.
Okay, and I've heard the Man Spider whole thing. I mean, I could be wrong,
There's no way
but
he's
I
gonna be
absolutely do not think they're going to do the Man Spider route.
Man-Spider. I don't either.
I think they are going to do the other storyline.
Which one? Ben Reilly related?
No, the other.
Which one?
It's the actual. No, I mean the name of the
Chris,
storyline.
who's on first?
Yeah, yeah. The name of the storyline is The Other. That's.
Okay, sorry.
What's on second?
I'm just having a little fun here.
I know. I knew where you were going with it, damn it.
Oh, God.
And for the fact that they do not show his wrist.
Yeah.
And you know that they'll show in the movie.
Okay. Enhanced human detected. Superior strength, superior agility, heightened senses, enhanced perception. Neuro. Yeah, so he's got a little chart there.
And I'm trying to, that one level thing dropped. And it's like continually dropping. So I don't know what. I can't really.
Yeah, I don't know what that is at the bottom.
Yeah.
Neurooptic. I don't know what that is. There's other text. Anomaly.
I know I can't read that light.
Something else.
Yeah. But basically the other storyline is
Hold on, wait a
he
minute.
gets what?
This says Ramirez. What if this isn't Spider-Man?
Or maybe he just gave a false name.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, it says Ramirez here.
Yeah.
Operation Augment? I can't tell. AG something.
Priority elevated.
Yeah.
But in the other storyline, Pete gets like injured really bad, and he like ends up in a cocoon and heals in it, and then comes out stronger and has natural webbing, and that's when he becomes kind of the spider totem.
Right.
So I'm thinking they're gonna more along the lines of consider evolution more than, the spider god.
Right. The spider god thing is a little weird.
Yeah.
That's the whole spider.
Right.
Yeah, I don't really.
So I think with the MCU, they'll do it more of like, his evolution.
That makes a lot
in
more
his
sense
genes.
to me. Yeah.
Excuse me, Dr. Banner. I need your help.
I'm so happy to see this. We need more Banner. We need more Hulk. Please.
What did you say your name was? If DNA is mutating, it would be enormously dangerous.
Spiders have 3 life cycles.
Yes.
Okay. Now, wait a minute. Is that Keith David? Okay.
Yes. And that's what I was talking about.
Interesting.
That he plays a form of the Jackal.
Right.
I mean, it's just a wild guess.
Yeah.
There's too many kind of things.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting.
Okay, I know it's not, but just the way it looks, the guy that's on the bottom left, does that not look like he's got kind of a trench coat? The one over to him.
This guy?
Does he not look like he's got a trench coat, a fedora, and like all in black?
Is Spider Noir?
I know it's not, but just the way it shows it.
That is funny, yeah.
When between cycles.
He was in the other shot, too. Hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right there. Well, why did he do that? Interesting. Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
When between cycles, it can leave the spider vulnerable to threats.
We are faced with a danger that we can't control. One we can't even see. Stay out of my way.
Okay, I want to take a look at Scorpion there.
Yeah.
So that was set up in the first Spider-Man movie, right? Like, he's been waiting quite a long time.
Right.
I want to see that tail. Come on, why does he do that?
He's so fast with the scene.
Oh.
One we can't even see. Stay.
Who's that, by the way?
I think
Should I
that is That is Sadie Sink.
I heard you say Jean like you're going to say Jean Grey.
Yeah.
Okay. So you think she's Jean Grey?
It's
and
almost
not, like...
all but confirmed that that's
Okay.
who she is.
Okay. Look, I'm into it. I think that would be fun.
And that is a very feminine frame.
I can't really tell. It's just a coat. I don't know.
But I've seen other shots of her, like, in that, actually, you know, her face in it, like another shot angle of a single, you know, photo and stuff. And she's in that coat with the hood over.
So, well, there you go. There you go.
Be out of my way.
I'm never going to see this tail.
There you go.
There it is. I got it. It's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge. It makes Dr. Octopus look like a
squid.
I don't know. Yeah, a squid. Well, I mean, you could say octopus.
Well, squids. Some squids are smaller than octopus.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it's cool to see this. It looks more or less like you would expect, and not a bad. You know, how do you make that look realistic? Think about how it looks in the comics and the cartoons and stuff. Like,
and I hope that's only a moment that he's not wearing the helmet. I want some kind of face mask, helmet.
Sure.
For Scorpion on that.
Yeah, that would be cool.
You're losing it, kid.
And for those spiders who make it through, it amounts to a kind of
3 iconic covers.
Hold on, wait
right in a row.
Yeah, you're right about that. By the way,
that is not Rogue. I don't care what anybody says.
I was just gonna say Rogue. Her hair.
That's and it's it's a misdirection.
Yeah, because I didn't think it looked really like Rogue, but the hair is very Rogue.
And the fact that she's wearing green, people already were like, "Oh, no, it's in Jets."
Yeah.
She'd be Rogue would be like an Atlanta Falcons fan if she was a football fan.
You're probably right about that.
But I noticed one thing on that shot, the way the seat is empty in front of her. I'm wondering if somebody else is going to be in that seat.
Oh, maybe. But here's one of your iconic covers. I mean, this is the cover, right? This is the cover. It's funny that it took this long for this to be in the movie.
Well,
did they do this in the Tobey Maguire ones?
No.
How could they not have?
I know. I think this will be kind of like the next 3 shots will kind of be like the Fantastic Four beginning.
I thought you were going to say Phantasm, and I got so excited.
No.
Is Angus Scrim in this?
But I'm sure Scorpion's probably got silver balls. I
hope so.
How they kind of have those little flash moments of like what's been going on.
Yeah, just like a montage of helping people.
Right, and I think the next 3 screenshots are some of those.
It amounts to a kind.
Right there.
Yeah.
Another cover. Captain Boomerang.
Yeah, that's hilarious, by the way.
Or not Captain Boomerang.
No.
Boomerang. Yes, I know Captain Boomerang is DC. Yes,
Captain Boomerang got his head blown up, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's another great
Boomerang.
One.
And Tarantula.
Yes.
So.
This cop looks like he's aiming at Spidey.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Just in the general direction, I guess. Yeah.
Sure. Now, these look like Agents of the Hand.
Yes.
Would you agree with that?
They are the Hand.
Okay.
Okay, my theory is, just a theory because we haven't seen the end of the series yet, Fisk is gonna capture Matt with his anti-vigilante task force.
Mm-hmm. And he's getting him out?
He is, and Pete's getting him out. I think that's what this is. And the Hand is coming to kill him after the events of the Defenders.
Hey, that could be cool. That could be cool.
Just a theory.
All the actors are saying, "Oh, I'm not in it," but
right.
I would love that to be the case.
Okay,
Now,
stop.
this is the shot everyone's saying, well, they erased somebody. Ooh. I don't
I'm
know.
telling you, the guy on bottom, look. The three on top are looking at Pete. The three on bottom are looking forward. Look at their
You
eyes.
could be looking up.
Look at the one in back. And then the guy that's, like the lowest one, but you don't even see his face.
Yeah.
He is running or flying straight forward.
Okay.
There is somebody definitely in that.
I will accept the
NP.
theory, but I don't know if I'm going to embrace the theory.
I mean, that's
We'll see.
fine.
We'll see.
You did not embrace the theory on the Statue of Liberty when No Way Home came out, and I was right.
I don't really remember that, but I believe you.
I'm just saying.
Okay. All right. Let the record state.
I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Okay.
Nice flowers.
Oh, they're,
Hold on. I want to look at the books on the shelf. Calculus, math, complex
History of
variables.
Greek mathematics.
Yep.
Micrographics.
The Manticore. Yeah.
Complex variables.
Micrographia. Yeah, interesting. So just nerd crap.
Yeah.
they're, a housewarming gift.
Did you see all the pictures of Spider-Man on the wall
Yeah.
behind him? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're Spider-Man nuts.
MJ.
So what I'm wondering if that's actually Ned's room.
Yeah, he would be a huge fan of Spider-Man, right?
Right. And he's doing the Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Trying to put it together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From across the hall.
Friendly neighbor.
Ha ha, friendly neighborhood.
Right.
Well, hey, I think there's a considerable amount of hype for this.
I think there is.
I think people are excited. I think there's a good chance it will be fun. This series has not failed to deliver yet, at least in some way. So I think we got a good chance on this
Right. I think this can be a course correction if they did it right for the MCU.
100%.
It
We'll
just
see.
still worries me with Doomsday.
Of course.
Because if they do not get Doomsday right, ooh,
Yeah, that hurts. That hurts. We'll see. Let's slip over across the pond, I guess,
okay.
and take a look at this Harry Potter trailer.
Yeah, this will be an interesting show.
How do I share again? Oh, here we go.
Because you've never done that.
I don't understand how I'm having such trouble with this.
Are you having a stroke? Are you smelling toast?
I don't know, man. I opened some cheese the other day, like some
Uh-huh.
cheese cubes, and to me it smelled like absolute like rotten eggs, like disgusting. And I'm like, I don't know if these cheese cubes are good. And my wife smelled it, and she's like, they smell like cheese, dude. I don't know what's wrong with my nose. It's never been
It's
good.
not a tumor.
It's not. I don't know. Don't tell me that. By the way, stoked that he's going to be Conan one more time.
I know, right? King Conan?
God, I hope so. Did I read he's 79?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I want to see him. I want to see him do it one more time. Let's go. Okay. Anyway. Yes, this is the trailer for the HBO Harold Trotter cartoon, and it's not a cartoon. I don't know why I said that. Maybe I do have something going on. Here we go.
I told you.
Okay, well, like right off the bat, it doesn't. This looks exactly the same as the movie.
Right.
Exactly. Spider-Man.
You are a normal boy. And you're going to start acting like one.
Come on, beat his ass. He's a nerd. Look at those glasses.
You think you're something special?
Why is that?
No,
Yeah.
nothing.
That's Aunt.
That's Aunt Petunia.
Yes. Which I don't know. Not to sound this way, they're too good looking.
Yeah, they made Aunt Petunia hot.
I mean, I don't know about that.
Oh
but
yeah. What's Uncle Vernon look like? Let's find out.
Well, he was at the beginning, remember? That's
Yeah,
the
I
guy you
didn't
saw sitting in
I
the...
didn't really see him though.
He wasn't, you know...
About you.
Yeah, this is like exactly the same. I mean,
Right.
okay, great.
I've always wanted to know about my parents.
Your parents were the kindest, bravest people I ever met. They were funny and clever.
Okay.
Look, I do love Nick Frost. I have to say, he's earned a place in my heart. Every time I see him, I'm happy.
I do like Nick Frost too, but he's doing Nick Frost. I wish, you know, Coltrane had just like something in his voice to make him sound bigger than, you know what I'm saying?
Hello, Harry.
Yeah.
Hey, get a little bit of this.
Yeah. And I wish he would have leaned into that. He's just doing Nick's voice, you know, his own voice kind of.
I don't know, but like Nick
I
Frost,
wish he was more booming.
I don't mind this character being a little more subtle. You know, I mean, he's a goofy.
I kind of do, because that's the character. He's this big, you know, gentle, bombastic giant.
Yeah, maybe they're leaning more into the gentle part.
Oh.
They stood up for what they believed was right. The next time I see you, we'll be in Hogwarts.
And plus, like, maybe this is just a voiceover, like a different version for the show or for the trailer. I don't know. This looks exactly like the movie. I mean,
right?
She looks exactly like. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway. Seems like this is a different castle, so that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Okay,
Is that McGonagall?
Yes, that's McGonagall.
Okay.
I know it's something just small. I hate the hat.
Oh,
I loved her with the... Oh, my God.
You don't like that hat?
No, it looks like the tail of a fish or something.
There's a killer whale flying over her.
Yeah. There's a killer whale with no tail now. Swimming around. You know, it's just an ass stub.
I think it's
I do
weird
not like
hat.
it. I like the witch's style hat on her. It just, that aesthetic, it's from the book, you know, the aesthetic is from the book.
Look, they got to make changes or else this just looks exactly like the movies.
Just extend the story.
Yeah,
You know, it's not that fucking hard.
And that hat looks an awful lot like the other one. Does it move like the other one?
Mr. Potter.
Or does it just talk in your head?
I don't know.
I expect great things from you.
Now, I like Ollivander.
Okay.
He looks good. He's...
Who is that guy? I know that guy. Oh, he's in Andor.
Yeah.
He's one of those Imperial guys.
Yes. I mean, he's no Mr. Hurt, but...
Oh, yeah, John Hurt. What a weirdo.
But he has the look of Ollivander, and he sound, you know, has that sound, but...
You?
All right, hang on. Oh, I want to see the box.
Yes, the Nimbus.
I like the design of the box.
It's very 90s. Because that's when this is supposed to be, is 90s.
I really like it. That's cool.
You know, we got the first shot of Malfoy, which kid looks
where?
like...
Did I miss him?
Yeah, it was right before they opened the box.
Oh, shoot.
Stop about right there. Okay.
Oh, this guy?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So then this is my boy Crab and Goyle here.
Yep.
And this is probably... I don't know her name.
I can't remember her name.
I can't remember her name.
Yeah.
Millicent?
I think so.
Millicent
Isn't that right?
Bulstrode? Why do I know this? I'm so sorry for knowing this.
No.
Let's see who you are.
Okay, so she...
And
there's our man. He's got a tuning fork. What's he doing with a tuning fork?
And yet again, that hat is killing me.
What I don't understand is why we couldn't get a British guy to play the most British character in the entire story.
You had Jaron Harris. That would have been perfect.
Why is it
for this role?
Well, right, but why? Yeah, why did we go? Just his name? Is it? I mean, he's a good actor. Don't get me wrong, but like,
and John Lithgow is 80. If this show lasts for 8 seasons, and it's going to take almost 2 years, do you think he's going to make it to the end?
Well,
Not
this
to
could be the
sound that way.
Dumbledore's curse. You know?
But you had Jaron Harris that's like late 50s, early 60s, and he's got the white hair. And I mean, he literally is the perfect replacement for his father.
Right. It makes sense. It does make sense. We missed a couple things there. Roasted marshmallows or something. That looks insane.
Yeah.
Magic is fun! That's Hermione, I guess.
Yeah.
Fine.
She does the audiobook. She sounds fine. I mean, she sounds like...
When you say
Hermione.
she does the audiobook, what does that mean?
There's an audio drama, a newer audio drama of Harry Potter.
Oh, and she did the Hermione?
And she did the Hermione voice, yeah.
I see. This is Snape?
Yes.
He's got the...
Dreads.
He's got the look. He's got the... I feel like he's up to something.
He has nothing of the look. It's...
He's got the...
He
I like
is
his
one of the only...
He's slinking around. He's being a little greasy. He's being a little villainous.
Snape is one of the only characters, other than like Ron and his family, that she goes into detail constantly with. Sallow skin. Greasy, straight black hair like a curtain.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing?
Well, I
don't want to hear, I do not want to hear from anybody, because it's all bullshit gaslighting. Oh, he was the best one who acted. Bullshit. There are plenty of people. Adam Driver would have been perfect. He even has the big honking nose, like J.K. Rowling's drawing of Snape.
Well, but again, I would think they at least need to be British.
You can't go with the British thing because you put
But
John
I didn't,
Lithgow in Dumbledore.
and I told you I don't think he's the right casting for that.
I know, but I'm saying you can't use that excuse.
I am using it for my casting.
No. Yeah, no. Then you have to do that across the board.
Okay.
And I'm not a fan of his look right now.
All right, but let's let him.
I mean, I'm not a fan of.
Let him cook.
Apparently, let him tune because he's got a freaking tuning fork.
Yeah, yeah. What is he doing?
Are you really Harry Potter?
Okay, stop for a second. I don't like that. Because if this is set in the 90s, there's no way that's a kid thing back then.
The mind blown thing?
Yeah. That's a modern kind of... I don't like... If you're going to do period piece, go with that.
Do we know that it's set in the 90s?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't know, man. Listen. Wait, is there more to this?
There's a little more.
Nope. Nothing. Christmas 2026.
I thought there was something right after that, but...
It doesn't look like it.
Maybe not.
No, it's just the HBO Max logo.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to be honest. I don't have much desire to care about this at all. I really don't. I just don't. I don't know. I think the time is over for that for me. I used to want this, and now I see the trailer and I'm like, I do not care.
I mean, for the most part, no, I'm the same way. But what they're saying now is, oh, they're going to expand the story and stuff to add parts that weren't discussed in the book. I'm like, oh my god. So it's like you're gonna offshoot more stories where the whole books are basically told from Harry's perspective. So now you're gonna start adding all these other side stories in that weren't intended and weren't written by J.K.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why?
I also don't care. I really don't.
I mean,
it's not. This is not a sacred property for me. I don't care.
No,
if Zora wants to watch it, I'll watch it. But
I like the movies, but I wasn't, and I am far more aggravated with Rings of Power than I am of the potential of this going awry.
I see.
And that's I'm not really happy with Stephen Colbert apparently co-writing a new series.
It's a movie, isn't it?
Yeah, movie. Which is like 5 small chapters of like almost like a retrospect.
It's the Tom Bombadil stuff, right?
What no?
Isn't that what it's going to be?
It's oh god.
Oh, the Barrow Downs and Tom Bombadil and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in there.
But the way that those chapters are, yes, he's in there. The way those chapters are, whose daughter is it? It's like a retrospective to those events in that 5 chapters.
Okay. Oh yeah, I think I read it's like Sam and them retracing their steps.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. And we'll see something that we hadn't seen previously that is meant to have happened.
Right.
I'm fine with that. That's your way in to get to see some of that stuff. I always like those chapters of the book that you never get to see. It's a little. That's the stuff that's a little weirder. That I always was like, well, why don't we have that stuff? I would like to see that stuff.
Well, if we actually put those in the books, they would be 4 hours before the director's cut.
Well, I get it. If they were in the movies, we would, there would be no end.
Which done right, and if it was Peter Jackson doing it and not somebody else, then I would be okay with. But
well, once again, I mean, the way to go is a miniseries. So
yeah,
if you want to do it again,
like, the whole Hunt for Gollum thing, I'm like, not a big fan of either.
Yeah, I don't know why it's needed, but whatever. And back to the Potter thing. Those books, I read them when they were new. I used to listen to the audiobooks before bed. Have we talked about this?
No.
I used to listen to the audiobooks before bed to go to sleep.
Okay.
My mom had them. She was a librarian.
Mm-hmm.
And we had those audiobooks. And I just would listen to them over and over and just absorbed the books to the maximum. So even when the movies were coming out, I was like, oh, this is not like the books.
Right.
But whatever. I think the time for me and Potter is over. I unfortunately.
I mean, honestly, I'm not. I'll give it a chance. I mean, I always give stuff a chance.
I'm sure Zora will want to watch it.
I'll try to go in with no preconceived. I mean, I don't like the direction they're taking. I mean, if you wanted to expand, because most of the movies, much like the Lord of the Rings books, only touched on a lot of stuff. They didn't go into detail.
It's a job of cutting things out, not putting things in.
Right. So these are adding things in, and I know the following Harry Potter books have. So I mean, I'm not surprised they, personally, I don't, there's no reason why, because those movies are pretty much perfect for the books.
Yeah, the reason
you know
is
what I mean?
money.
Well, I know that.
But is there an artistic reason? I don't know.
It's, yeah. I don't know. I'll be glad when we just start getting consistently good things again.
What's the next thing?
Spider-Man will be in July.
Yep.
Then really not until November and December. Because that's when the whole Doomsday.
Oh yeah. Dune.
So
I'm stoked on Dune. Tell you what. Let's watch the Dune trailer before we're done.
Okay.
Because I think
Yep.
Yeah. Let's do that and then we'll be done.
All right.
Dune Part 3. The official teaser trailer. All right. So, yeah, I'm very much on board with the first two. So I would love to see this also be good. And there we go. Okay, I'm already thinking about this.
Okay.
What's this water? Interesting.
I wonder if that's part of a vision.
Well, at this point in the story, well, okay, we don't know when exactly. But if this is going to be the second book, they're doing the ecological changes to the planet and water becomes a little bit more available.
Right.
So I'm wondering if that's what that's part of.
It
But
could
because
be.
we don't know exactly when this is,
Right.
that's much more a thing in the third book, Children of Dune,
Mhm.
which I hope this movie will get some of that, but we will see.
Yeah.
What will we name her?
Her name should be Ganima. She'll need to be strong.
Ganima.
Like her mother. What if it's a boy?
So them naming the children, I mean, it doesn't matter at all, but that doesn't
No.
happen in the, she names them, Chaney names them, Paul
Right.
isn't even involved in that decision.
I know, and that kind of, that whole, well, I'm going to name him this and this, and you have no kind of say in it kind of thing. It was
Well,
like,
there's another aspect to it, but I won't spoil it for people.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I know.
there's
I
another
know.
aspect to it that it just kind of makes sense that he's like, oh, that's their names.
Yeah.
I would name him Leto.
I would name him Lettuce.
So you would have to.
That's the ducal signet ring.
Right.
I'm gonna guess with the hawk crest.
Yes.
Of his grandfather.
War feeds on itself.
Fremen. Okay, so that's Aaliyah
Mhm.
of the knife, as she is known.
Right.
This is part of the jihad, looks like.
On itself.
They're just burning through the galaxy. That's a cool shot. That hand coming out of the mud.
Yeah, I have this feeling they will not name that.
I hope they do. It's all over the books.
I know it is, but I think they will not name it that.
We'll see. Yeah, this shot is amazing.
Yeah, that's one thing, these are, I would say, loosely adapted.
This is very loose.
No, I meant from Denis Villeneuve.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
All three movies are very loosely adapted.
This is very loose, yeah.
I think it needs to say more inspired by, because...
Oh, that's an interesting point, yeah. Because you don't ever see Paul off planet.
Yeah.
And you don't ever see any really elements of the jihad. The only thing I remember is you hear a story from one of the Fremen naibs who is like, hey, I almost drowned in some water and it like changed my life. Like there's a story about that.
Right.
But yeah, for sure. It is interesting. But you know what? Like that's the kind of thing where I don't mind at all. Like, because that's the stuff that you always imagine. Show me that stuff. That's fine. And I almost look at that as an opportunity because like that stuff was never really defined.
And I'm not talking down on it or anything like that. I'm just saying that, you know, if you want to get a closer adaptation, obviously Lynch's movie is a lot closer.
Well, he doesn't
even
go
though
this
it's
far.
still not. I mean, he does not go as far. But I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah.
This delves in the.
I mean, if you
or possibly, you know, the unspoken parts of the.
Yeah. If you want the complete adaptation, I mean, just watch the miniseries. I mean, that's the most faithful one. And the miniseries goes through Children of Dune, I believe. So you get to see all this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
The more I fight.
It's awesome to see him in his Duke military outfit. That's cool. Interesting, he's got his hair here.
Yeah.
He's not in
So
Fremen.
I wonder how far in the book that is.
Well, that's interesting,
or how far in the movie this part is.
Because he basically, I mean, in the books, again, like he basically, once he becomes a Fremen, he never isn't a Fremen again. At least not that I ever know. But I mean, I don't know. The look, I didn't expect to see this, which is cool. I like it.
The more I fight, the more our enemies fight back.
So that's Florence Pugh, right? And that's she plays Princess Irulan.
Mm-hmm.
I love to see this. So this here is Robert Pattinson, right?
Yes.
He plays Scytale.
Bass dancer.
I think that's how it'll be pronounced. Scytale, that's my guess.
Yeah.
I keep reading online, people going back and forth. Some people are saying that this is going to be the because this is the scene in the book, I think, when they're plotting against Paul.
Right.
And that this is supposedly in the book, this would be Edric, the spice navigator, but I don't think that is. I think this is the Gola, and I won't say who. Well, you'll see him. You'll see him in the.
He's in the trailer.
He's in the trailer. Okay, I think this is Duncan Idaho.
I don't know. It might be the navigator, and it would be really interesting to see that.
I would love to see it. I just feel like, Denny has not wanted to show us that much of the sci-fi. Like, he's not gone that weird into the creatures and stuff, and a lot of that stuff. And I think he understands, like, in good sci-fi, like you don't want to show too much, and you don't want to explain too much.
Right.
So maybe that's.
We'll see.
Maybe that's the decision, and we won't ever see those spice navigators. But I would really like to.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, Lynch shows you one in the first 10 minutes or whatever. And he's like, look at this weird guy.
The prologue, yeah.
He's in a tank. They have to like sweep up. Anyway, yeah, I love those.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is cool. He's a face dancer. The thing is, I think he's going to replace another character called... Be Jazz. He's like a dwarf. He's like a dwarf character.
Yeah.
I think they're going to roll both of those characters into
him,
the Robert Pattinson character.
Right.
I don't think we'll see Be Jazz.
Possible.
We'll see.
I'm doing the best I can.
More guys flying around. Hold on. Where was she? Did it look like zero gravity?
It looked like zero gravity, or like almost underwater, the way it was kind of.
Yeah.
Like she's swimming.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I know Aaliyah has some visionary things happening, so maybe it's in her mind. But yeah, cool to see these these unknown alien factions, whatever. Oh, they're not aliens, but these unknown worlds,
Right.
That's awesome. That's an awesome line. I like her with the tattoos and stuff on, by the way. That's cool. I'm glad they did that. Now, I believe that to be Aaliyah preaching the word of Muad'Dib. What was the other thing I was going to say? I don't remember. Anyway. I want to see that again. That, once again, sort of looks like the...
Navigate.
No, I think it's the Gola. I think it's the Gola. But you think it's the Navigator.
I think it's, yeah.
Interesting. Because, like, this could be the representation of the Tleilaxu tanks or whatever that he's from. Although much later in the books, in the books, you find that the tanks are something different. But the definition sort of changes, and there's like a huge time gap. So maybe that's just what they are at this time.
Yeah.
I love the look of it, the design, though. It's sort of like a sarcophagus. It's sort of, but also has a bit of just a touch of like H.R. Giger.
Yes.
Oh, it's really good. And then, Aaliyah looks awesome. I think she's perfect for this. I don't know if I like them saying it's the epic conclusion.
I know. That was one of the things when I saw this. I was like,
because there's so
much more.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. There's our boy Duncan, Idaho. Well, but I want to see this shot real quick. So this looks like they're bringing Idaho again. If this is Idaho, to see Aaliyah, which would make sense,
right?
Huh. Anyway. Wait a minute. Was he fighting Paul there?
That's it looked like. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he's fighting Paul. He's got the Tleilaxu eyes, which I'm a little bit bummed because the way I always imagined them was like metal, shiny metal spheres, like that it would look a little weirder, you know. But he just has like sort of silver eyes. Right. It's fine. I like his outfit. Okay, Irulan. And, I don't think it's any surprise. Well, I won't say that, but she's up to something in it. We can just say that she is definitely up to something in this one. She has a bit more of a role, so we'll see how that gets portrayed. That could possibly be a very pivotal moment.
Yeah.
I'll only say that I think this is the Stoneburner scene. But I won't say what it means if people don't know. I don't want to ruin it.
Oh, right.
But this is a very pivotal scene, if it's what I think it is. So we know they're at least going. We're going there. I think we're going there.
Okay.
I mean, we have to. We have to.
If this is some, the conclusion, you would have to have this in there.
You got to have this. I think so. Yeah.
I'm not afraid to die. But I must not die. Yet.
This sort of eye theme.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. I like that. That makes a lot of sense. There's like a few reasons why that is like a good fit. What a cast list. Okay. I'm very excited for Dune Part 3. I'm, of course, gonna have one of those moments where it's like, oh, it's different from the book. I'll have to get over that. But all in all, I cannot wait. I think that's my most looked forward to. Most anticipated, even, is a word I would use. That's my most anticipated for this year.
Yeah. I mean, Spider-Man, I'm really kind of looking forward to.
Sure.
And then this, like I said, that's my top two, 1A, 1B.
Sure.
And they can interchange.
I think Dune with a bullet for me.
Yeah.
For sure. Oh, well, I mean, we didn't even mention Evil Dead Burn, but there hasn't been a trailer yet. So
Oh, I was saying I haven't
that's
seen anything.
July, I think.
Is it that soon?
It's that soon. I cannot
Holy
wait.
crap! And we haven't seen anything on it.
Well, and then I think we talked about this last time, but then they already have started filming the next one.
Really? No, we didn't talk about
Evil
that.
Dead Wrath, which comes out next year.
Oh, jeez.
I am stoked.
Why are we not putting these out in October?
Oh, I don't care. Because I want it to come home to me by October. So put it out, and that's fine. Evil Dead can come out in July, June, whatever. And then by the time it's Halloween, I can have it for the spooky month.
All right. Well, I mean, I think that's about everything we've gone through. So
I think we've done it. I think we did it again, Chris. Can you believe it?
All right. Another well-executed Agent of Chaos.
We'll let the
Spread to
listener
the airwaves.
decide if it's well executed or not.
Well, that's why I said a well-executed Agent of Chaos.
Mm-hmm. That's true. All right. Well, join us in the Discord. Like and subscribe. Yeah. Still feels weird to say that. Don't really like
I know.
it.
But do it.
Leave us
Do it
a
now.
comment. Do it. Come on.
So stupid.
I tried to convince Zora and her friend to watch Running Man yesterday.
Oh.
By saying that it was like Hunger Games. But it's like the future, and it's like a game show, and like they're trying to kill you, okay? And like if you survive, you win. They did not choose to watch The Running Man.
Damn it.
Not yet. I'll get them. One of these days. I'll trick them into watching it.
Just have it on like right when they walk through the door.
Oh yeah. Come on,
sorry,
sit down.
if you've been getting your room, you gotta sit in the living room right now.
That's right. That's right. Oh, her room needs it, by the way. Okay. All right. That's enough. Everyone,
right.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here.
Yep.
We'll talk to you soon.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.